Hey you guys, I hope that you are all doing fantastic. This is going to be our weekly reading for July, I had it, the 14th through the 20th. Alright, so if this reading finds you in the right time period, there's probably a message here for you. There's gonna be like a quote-unquote part 2 to this reading because this week starts Mercury retrograde and I really want to dive into that. You guys know, if you've been with me, I always kind of do that. So we'll do a brief energetic check-in in general, but just be mindful that energy is probably impacting this week and there will probably be lots there, okay? Also, before we get started, I want to acknowledge, if you saw my post on my community board, I kind of made an acknowledgement about just some of the live comments that have been showing up. It's been pretty hectic for a while, and I had thrown the idea around of like limiting the comments here when I'm live with you guys, just because they can be very distracting for either me when I'm reading, I don't want to lose myself, or for those trying to enjoy the live, you know? I'm still going back and forth. As you can see, if you're here now, they're on, okay? And I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna kind of feel the vibe like each time I go live. So you might see that sometimes they are shut, and that's just like an energetic thing I feel called to do, okay? But I also recognize it comes with the territory. All right, so engage away. Okay. All right, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome if you're new here. My name's Elissa. Welcome if you're returning. So let's get a vibe then, yeah? Let's see what's going on this week. Spirit, I hope you guys are having a great July. Let me know if you're experiencing, like if you know, signs of Mercury retrograde. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? Heavy Leo energy, which actually we're getting ready to go into Leo season, so that could be significant as well. The retrograde is also taking place in Leo. This is about your self-expression. This might be hard to form, okay? All of a sudden my cards got very stiff. There's like a spark here. It's a little more than a spark. It's an opportunity. Like you could if you wanted. That's what it feels like. And it's divinely led to you. But there might be some apprehension or nervousness. All right. Where's the collective this week? Show us the collective energy for the week of the 14th, please, Spirit. Some of you might know that someone's mad. Someone's very upset. Pisces energy, that someone wants to brawl. I don't know. It's like you can feel it. They might not be saying it, but they can feel it. This could also be you. All right, you could be feeling ticked. I'm getting slighted. I don't know. Someone could have been getting on your nerves, and now it's like really like, okay, I'm pulling away from this or this situation, this person, right? 10 of Cups here. Some of you could be, okay, trigger warning here, like losing attraction to what you love or who you love, wondering if this is what you want anymore. If you're single, this could be your type. Somebody's frontal lobe could be developing. I don't know. You could also be finding out that someone was dishonest with you. I am just saying. Right? And that you need to close the door and walk away. I'm getting I don't want to be a part of this group anymore. It doesn't have to be a love situation. This could be a family dynamic, okay? A close knit of friends. I'm getting very heavy Pisces energy right now, you guys. The Hangman, the reverse, the Eight of Swords. This is like they don't get me. They don't see me. They're not going to see me. They're not going to accept me. The challenge is maybe even accepting that you're not supposed to get it. I'm being reminded a lot of like the phrase I use when I record here with you, as far as we can only meet people as deeply as we meet ourselves. We see in others what's within, right? As above, so below, okay? Everything's a mirror, like it's giving that. So if you don't understand why someone is the way they are, maybe that's a blessing. Maybe that's because it's not within you. Maybe you're not supposed to get it. but I'm getting you don't have to like follow the crowd, okay? I've been getting a lot of that like black sheep energy, you know? Hold on, I'm parched. It just feels like something's not clicking. It's not adding up. This does feel like a group dynamic. I'm telling you, something feels too heavy. It's just like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I was picking this up in a reading not too long ago too, so maybe you caught that reading and you're here now with me. I'm getting that brawl energy too. You could sense that someone doesn't like you. Okay, maybe in the group there's a spat, okay, or a little inner war going on and you don't want anything to do with it, but it more feels like I can sense something's not authentic or someone's not being authentic towards me. I don't want to be a part of this. Count me out. Count me out. Okay. And maybe you have been for too long. Cancer energy. Some of you could literally be moving, traveling, but this could even be just like hanging out with new people, seeing new people. I just got something about like 16 karat. I don't know. I'm not sure. The 10 of Swords in the reverse here. You're over it. That's it. It's done. Thank you, but no. Goodbye. This could be somebody that you were dating and all of a sudden, I don't know, I'm telling you, it's like all of a sudden my frontal lobe developed. All of a sudden I saw clearly and it's just like, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? It's giving, I don't want to repeat this cycle again. Spirits tell me to pick it up and use the oracles. Okay. Okay. For the week of the 14th. Spend time in nature if you can. There's something about just sit, observe, okay? See what I'm saying? Your psychic intuition. Stork, I just said, like I'm telling you, like watch the birds if you can, okay? You also, this is crazy, you intuitively know that there's like a pathway for you. You know, I'm getting this like, you might be offered this, but they can't go. And I know I say that a lot, but I'm seeing it for the first time. So this is clicking to you. It's finally making sense, okay? The eye, the psychic ability, trust your intuition. You're on the road to success. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Right? You have to take this opportunity and you know it. Can we get more about that, please? So I also feel like I'm steering in a new direction. We just had a message here and it's just like, okay, I release this. Now let's focus on the new. As above, so below, with the Magician and the 9 of Cups, which is like the magician's baby. This is like a little genie. All right, so rub your little lamp, make a wish. Like, oh my gosh. Threes could be very significant. While this pains you, you know that you're doing the right thing and that this will be worth it to finally pull away or pull out. I'm telling you, from this relationship or this group, it feels like a group of 3 or more. It's so interesting because this new direction, this redirection is the biggest blessing for you. It's exactly what you've been praying for. But there's this resistance, this hesitancy, like, wait, what about my friend? What about them? You know? Show me who is surrounding the collective right now, please, Spirit. The same thing keeps coming in. Yeah, this is you guys. All right. Trigger warning, this might be a very emotional week for you. Okay? It feels like someone from the past could be showing up. We will go into this theme more with the Mercury retrograde. Okay? I feel like it's appropriate to do it there. It's infamous for the past situations, past people to revisit that. Okay? And refine that. Someone here feels abandoned and left out, and it's like, you know you're being blamed. You're the bad guy. This person could be getting spiteful. That's what I'm saying. It's like you intuitively know this is going to get bad. Once you finally like cut the cord or cut the string from this group, you're now an outsider, right? You now betray this. I've talked about this before, okay? Like, when you finally awaken, when you finally choose yourself, you're demonized, okay? Because you just broke like the universal silent pact where we don't talk about it. You know, it's like, don't mention the game. Like, that's what I'm getting. It's just like, we all had this unionized agreement to not talk about that we were sitting in the dark. Nobody was supposed to say that out loud. And it's like, not only did you bring it up, but you flipped on the light. You exposed everything that was in that room. It's just like, we had this agreement. We had this agreement to not talk about it. So even though there's something about, and you might be the light, there's something about, you can't even help it. I don't know if you flipped it on or you just like woke up. Like, there's something about, it's like, all I did was wake up. All I did was open my eyes, you know? But it's like, everyone, this is like a witch hunt. I'm telling you. Everyone's pointing the finger like it's that one. That one's the problem. I feel like you feel hung to dry, but again, intuitively, you know you have to. Or you have to take this. If this almost feels, okay, I'm getting the weirdest analogy. This is so funny. You know in Toy Story, I haven't seen this in forever, but they're like at like that little arcade place. And they like pick the claw. It's like, that claw. Like, you got chosen to go home and everyone's being a fucking hater about it. That's what it feels like. You're aligning. And it's irritating people, okay? This might not be out in the open, but you can sense it, is like what I'm getting, okay? I was getting that High Priestess, 5 of Wands. So, I don't know. This impact, this new beginning, and it's so interesting because for a lot of you, it's a new relationship. Like, you finally get engaged or you get into a relationship and your ex goes nuts. Like, I don't wish that for anyone, but that's the energy, right? You're chosen to get this promotion and it's like the whole office turns against you. What else do we need to know about this week? I really want to keep a lot of this for Mercury retrograde because it just feels like it's part of a deeper theme and I don't want it to be repetitive. There's a lot of fear. Someone's mad about, like, I'm telling you, it feels like money, work. Who should get the raise? Who should get the position? Who should get the office with the window? I don't know. It feels like sibling rivalry. I can't say that. Somebody's in fear about being broke, left out. What's the collective's POV? The moon. You don't really know. You don't know. You don't know about a situation. This is why it doesn't make sense to you. You sense it. You can feel it. Maybe people are switching up on you. Seriously, this just feels like a complete 180. Everything's fine. You go into the office the next day and people are treating you completely different. You can feel it. You walk into the room and it gets really quiet. People stop talking. I don't know. Please take what resonates. This is also like, I don't know. Some of you could be like taking like college courses or something like that could be happening there. I don't know. But I'm pulling your perspective and it's the moon and temperance. You are cloaked. You have no clue. Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer. You don't even know this position's being offered to you. You don't even know about the raise that's about to hit your paycheck. Somebody's being two-faced, but you're being protected from this. Because you're, I don't know. There's something about you're clean. Somebody could have, this is crazy, this is very specific, but I'm getting like signing false documents at work, okay? Like you were the one that was on or logged in. This is all being exposed. You had no idea like an investigation was going on or something. Oh my God, I just got chills. Anyway, you just feel the weird energy. You can sense something's up. It's giving, just because I don't know doesn't mean I don't know. What can I tell them about that for this week? Just for this week. 8 of Swords in the reverse. 7 of Wands in the reverse. You don't need to know. You don't need to know. It's not yours to know about. You can find peace knowing that it's almost like anyone that does know is not on the good side of this. Okay? That's what it feels like. You don't want to know. You don't want to be involved. You get me? If you were, it's giving if you were accepted, if you were a part of the cool crowd, if you were in the little group whisper and hustle, like, I don't know, you might be like, I don't know. Ignorance is bliss. Page of Cups. Consider it a blessing. Okay, so I'm just going to end it with some general advice for this week for you in general. Okay, I want to keep it short, sweet, to the point, and then keep an eye out. I'm thinking I'm going to do the reading either later today or tomorrow, okay, for Mercury retrograde, and you can consider that a part 2 to this week as well. All right, if any of you would like a personal reading to look at the energy, please absolutely send me an email, book with me at silhouettetarot.com. Okay, karmic, the loop is the karmic loop. Something's been delayed, like there's, okay. The momentum is slowing down right now. All right, there's like this karmic loop, just leave it because you don't want to drop. There's something about that. Advice, please. 3 of Pentacles, the Tower, 5 of Cups, the reverse. You're being taken out of something here. Okay, you're being brought into a different room, into a different office. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about what's happening behind you. Give it to God. If you do know that something's up and it's heartbreaking, just give it to God. Okay? Part of the blessing of breaking up with that person, breaking up with that group, is that you don't have to deal with that shit anymore. You have to carry that. You know? Heavy Scorpio energy. Let the transformation happen here. Let go of the grief. You didn't lose shit. This is somebody that's crying over 3 spilled cups, and look what is behind them, and they didn't even know because their back was turned to it. Now you know. Now you see. Some of you, this is real love of a real group of people that care about you. They're like, hey, come sit. It's like, yeah, come sit with us. You don't have to eat in the bathroom. Come sit with us. That's what it feels like. Okay? Anything else? The Devil in the reverse. I'm telling you, just detach. Leave it alone. Okay? Surrender. You are very protected. There is much grace and much gift sometimes in not knowing. Trust that. Okay? I love you guys so much. Be well. All right? If you enjoyed the reading, please do like, share, subscribe. Consider joining a membership. Consider getting a personal reading. I love you guys. Have a good day on purpose. Bye.